Hello everyone, I am Paula, my team, and I will to talk about the new Joseon agriculture. And my team is Natasha Dele, Juan Carrera, Genesis Jimenez, and me. We will start with a brief introduction. It is the emerging form of agriculture that is carried out in the sea or coastal aquatic environment with the aim production food, biological product, and material of industry. Although it is still in the development, ocean agriculture has the potential to improve food security and the global economic. The mariculture, it is the cultivation of seaweed and the other maritime plants in controlled environment in the sea. There are too many approach, intensive and extensive. The intensive approach is the characterized by in the high degree of the control over environment and the cultivation factors, like the temperature, salinity, and water quality. It is used cultivate of organisms that require very specific and control the conditions. Um, there is the estancing approach is the characteristic by a low degree of the control over the environment and cultivation factors in is a use cultivate organisms that are more tolerant to variation in the environment conditions that like in the temperature or, or more.
The freshwater aquaculture is a way of farming fish and other aquatic organisms in controlled tanks, ponds, or streams. This industry is growing due to increasing demand for aquatic food products. Freshwater aquaculture can also be more sustain- sustainable and efficient than saltwater fishing and can be performed in areas where fishing is limited or impossible. However, there are also challenges such as disease prevention and waste managing, which require proper attention and solution. Over freshwater aquaculture is a growing industry that provides economic um, and food opportunity, but also re- requires responsible manager to ensure its long-term sustainability.
In this part, I'm going to talk about vegetables and fruits crops that grow in an aquatic environment. We know that traditional crops increase the soil deforestation and reduce the wild areas for supplying the demanded food people. However, an alternative technique is emerging, which is farming under seawater. This is a useful way to let some plants grow in controlled conditions without the use of fertilizers and pesticides that threaten conventional crops. Many companies have research strategies to grow fruit and vegetables under seawater. An example of this is the agriculture project called Nemo's Garden. It consists of 6 plastic capsules full of air or biospheres attached at the floor of the sea. This is located in Noli, Italy. The systems are attached at 8 meters under the sea and simulate the conditions of a greenhouse. For this operation, it uses solar energy and desalinated seawater. Also, the sea maintains a constant temperature of around 25 degrees Celsius, and the plants grow safely free of pests and parasites. An additional point that can be mentioned is that the converting coastal areas into wetlands are places where vegetables are adapted to salt-saturated soils, and we can grow. Some conventional crops are like potatoes, cabbage, tomatoes, carrots, and beets. Also strawberries, that can tolerate higher amounts of salt than the normal quantities. Additionally, it is a possible there are the possibility to highlight the nutritional quality present in the cultivation of algae and other aquatic plants that are being technified on a large scale, which can also cover the demand for food.
Well, I am Juan Carlos. Now I am talk about the marine hydroponics. Marine hydroponics is a farming technique that uses salt water instead of soil to grow marine plants and crops. Marine hydroponics have advantage and disadvantage. The advantage are the control over environmental factors, um, um, like temperature, like light, nutrients, like phosphorus, magnesium, and carbono. Disadvantage are waste management, preservation of marine biodiversity is necessary for to preserve the marine ecosystem. This type of methodology are very expensive because the technology is in development and in the actuality or now is necessary to improve or release many change like to promote research and development in marine hydroponic creation or clear and sustainable regulations and in collaboration between farmers, scientists, and the person of the coast of the countries that are interested in this type of methodologies or uh, any person. Well, um, are different types of marine hydroponic crops. are algae, seaweed, sea vegetables, microalgae, seafood. Um, Algae is are one of the most commonly grown marine crops in the marine hydroponics. Seaweed is another marine crop commonly grown in marine hydroponics. It is rich in nutrients and is used in the production of food. Is the application of the seaweed um, also in the human food, cosmetics, fertilizers, and for the extraction of the industrial gums and chemicals. Microalgae are widely used in food and help dairy production or fish and shellfish. It is important to mention that the microalgae with the microalgae are produced in energy or light or for the capture of the carbon dioxide and the seafood is many common because the example for the seafood produce grow up in the sea are the blue tuna, salmon, and mushrooms and others.
In conclusion, ocean agriculture, the emerging form of agriculture that have the potential to improve food security and the global economy, which differ in the degree of control over environment and cultivation factor. Ocean agriculture still face environmental and social change, but with proper design, they can be important solution for food and biological production in the future.